But of course, let's take a quick look at what's making headlines in the daily newspapers. First up is the business day. And there you have it, budget GNU. And it says the GNU left on shaky ground. Overhaul of government of national unity could be on the cards. The DA's future in the government of national unity hangs in the balance after it voted against Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana's budget on Wednesday, making the end of tense and heated negotiations, marking rather with the ANC. Also, a picture there, a devil in the details. A specialist trader inside a booth on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange on Wednesday ahead of US President Donald Trump's tariff announcements, and investors are worried about the impact of the sweeping tariffs on the global economy and corporate earnings and inflation. BHF loses a battle for low-cost benefits. The government insists that the proposed low-cost benefit options do not adequately cover low-income members of the population, arguing that the proposals would only line the pockets of medical aid schemes. And this as the multi-year fight by the Board of Healthcare Funders is to force the Council for Medical Schemes to introduce LCBOs looks set to go down to the wire after the Pretoria High Court on Tuesday ruled against it in its push to introduce the benefits in the sector. And SA and US officials meet after Rasool expulsion. Senior government delegation led by Director General of the Department of International Relations and Cooperation, Zain Dango, has met senior White House officials, State House and Treasury members in Washington to discuss bilateral issues. And that's the business day. Let's move on to the Star this morning. And the Star must say justice system fails survivors, and that is of course a picture of Timothy Omotosho, the televangelist who was found not guilty, and along with these two co-accused. And also Resistance Against Impunity movement condemns South Africa's banks discrimination. And at the bottom there, budget 2025 passed, but DA and EFF are now to challenge. So this is of course also part of our focus here on the show today. Let's move to the Citizen now. The Citizen going with SA sets records straight in US, and in a bid to follow through with discussions initiated by the former South African ambassador to the United States, Ibrahim Rasool, before his expulsion, a top-level delegation from the Department of International Relations and Cooperation met with Trump officials to clear misconceptions on the expropriation bill and equity laws. Picture there, holy moly, what a big head. A visitor to the Walter Sisulu Botanical Gardens in Roodepoort examines a sculpture by Boksburg-born artist Anton Smith yesterday. A number of Smith sculptures are on display at the Botanical Gardens as part of the Art Meets Nature exhibition. Also, Medical Association slams NHI plan. Under the unworkable system, health staff and patients will suffer. And also, Parley votes in favor of the budget. The DA is at a crossroads over whether it should stick with the GNU. That's the Citizen. And moving on to Sowetan, and they this morning go with case was shallow. This, of course, the Timothy Omotosho case, and I'm just trying to move past it, my system closing on me. But going into the details of that case, also budget passed without the DA. What now for the GNU? And the PSL expels a Royal AM, and the save that turned foe to friend, and seen as man of the match. In fact, that man of the match who saved the fan will be our guest on the sports segment just after 7. Right, those are your front pages of the newspapers. And not forgetting SABC News, our very own website, www.sabcnews.com. On your screen now, all the reaction from Parley yesterday, the Omotosho case and that judgment as it was handed down, as well as many other stories across and sport, as well as international news. And then, of course, our app, the SABC Plus app, and very easy to get in touch here. All you need to do is register, and then you're good to go. So these are some of the properties that you can indulge in here on the SABC Plus app, along with all the SABC radio and television stations. So that's how you can stay in touch with us here on SABC News.